Am I awake or am I dreaming? So far gone, I won't look back. And when I move, there ain't no stopping me. You're pushing me up to the top. I saw the clouds looking angry, but then the sky reached my mind. And when I space out, I see the possibilities unfolding the way that I want. That you showed up was written in the palm. You are a statement that explode like a bomb. I get to push myself to victory.
Hey, how is everybody on this beautiful Saturday? I've had a pretty eventful morning. I went to the Henderson Syrup Festival, met a lot of different vendors and people, great food. Man, it was really nice weather, good time to be out. Just so if you are in the Henderson area, East Texas area, definitely swing by the Syrup Festival. Like I said, great food, entertainment, shopping. So yeah, so that's kind of pretty much how my Saturday is gone. Jen is out today. She's out of town, so we miss her. Shout out to Jennifer. Also, we'd like to announce that Jennifer is now the editor-in-chief for Bam Guy magazine. So guys, get your submissions in for issues 2 and 3. And those covers are available. We are really looking forward to seeing the growth of Bam Guy magazine as well as Bam Woman magazine. So submissions and covers are still available for those magazines. So we are going to jump right into our show today. We have some amazing guests on today's show. We have Oro Digital. We have the Bling sisters. So we're going to talk about Bling and digital marketing and networking. So without further ado, I'm going to bring on Mr. Carlos Leguizamo.
How you doing, Latoya?
Hey, Carlos. How's it going?
Good. Thank you for the opportunity. I'm all smiles over here, just bringing positive energy. I am like a kid in a candy store. And shout out to you. And shout out to Jen, wherever she is. Hope that, God blessings and prospering into, 2022.
Oh, man. Like, definitely looking forward to 2022. I know you have a lot of stuff that you're working on. And
yes, I am.
So let people know like who Carlos is and what you have to offer, because you own Oro Digital, and it is a digital networking marketing company, right? Branding as well.
Well, let me kind of back up a little bit.
Okay.
So when I started this journey, Oro Digital is a creative design agency. Mm-hmm. And we being from East Texas, we both know that things in terms of connectivity are a little slower because of the bandwidth is not being available and what have you. So whenever you say a creative design agency, most people are like, they just stick on to agency, and then they're like, well, what is exactly creative design? So I'm in the business to basically bring your brand or your idea from small and medium-sized businesses to life, utilizing digital technologies, processes. So it includes social media marketing, management, website development, apps, you name it. One-stop shop for everything. So you don't have to go to so many different people, because then your vision gets skewed. You have someone else's opinion, this person's opinion, and then ultimately your baby becomes someone else's, and you kind of like, you lose faith a little bit. You know what I mean?
Right. So how long have you been in the digital world?
I would say going on now, with Oro Digital, I became incorporated in 2018.
Okay.
But before that, probably 2006.
Wow. Okay. Right at the break of it.
Right.
So you have a YouTube channel that's starting to generate a lot
Yes.
of buzz.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Tell us how that came about.
okay. So this is kind of thank you for asking me that.
Uh-huh.
Ba- so being in the tech space and a digital world,
Mhm.
you have all these platforms.
Right.
And one thing that I had always wanted to do was basically, like have a audience to where, whether if it's in Spanish, I speak Spanish or English, and be able to be creative. And a long time ago, I had formed this YouTube channel, but I didn't post anything on it. And then it gave me like the avenue to be able to be creative, interview
Right.
people. That's what I like. I love stories. I love a good story. You know what I mean? And people
Yes. Yes.
gravitate towards that. And at the
Right.
time, YouTube in its simplicity is a search engine. It's the second largest search engine behind Google. Google owns
Mhm.
YouTube. So if you ever need to how to whatever, those people go there for that. But trying to get some of that YouTube money, but and just quick little stats. I'm over 1,000 subscribers. So if anybody that wants to start a YouTube channel, that's something I can help you with. But you need 1,000 hours. I mean, excuse me, 1,000 subscribers and
Mhm.
4,000 hours watch time in a 12-month rolling period in order for you to become a Google AdSense partner. And at that point, that's when the real work starts, because in
Mhm.
order to do YouTube full time, you need in the range of about 30 to 50,000 subscribers. So I have a ways to go, but
Mhm.
I'm using YouTube to kind of like just get the ball rolling. And most of the people that I interview, I end up having as clients,
Mhm.
and I get that very intimate knowledge, knowing firsthand exactly how they work or what they're going to be doing, and going into 2022.
Okay. So with your show, you said you highlight entrepreneurs and you work
Mhm.
with different brands. So do
Yeah.
you have like a favorite area of your business that you just really enjoy?
I think it would be. I like teaching. I mean,
Mhm.
I couldn't be a teacher. Shout
Right.
out to all the teachers out there. I think they need to
Yes.
be paid way more.
I
But
agree with that. They do because
um,
they put up with a lot.
I know. I was a bad kid when I was younger, so I can already tell you. But I think it's education.
Mhm.
I think education and inspiration. I know I was kind of like a bookworm. Or no, I was a bookworm, even though I was
Uh-huh.
kind of bad. But a lot of my teachers, matter of fact, my computer lit teacher, Miss Ray, lives literally right behind me. And I think she saw it in me. Like,
Mhm.
I was always like I was taking apart a computer and trying to put it back together because I was just curious how that worked. But
Wow.
I think when it comes to my YouTube channel,
Mhm.
just educating, it doesn't matter who I interview. I think it's like, you know what, I want to be the next Bam Woman, I want to be the next Order Digital, I want to be whatever, because school's not for everybody.
Right.
Or you could be the next the Paul brothers, how I don't know if you know who Logan and Jake Paul are, but
Mhm.
they're multimillionaires, and they didn't go to college. But whatever it is, I think the biggest thing that I want people to take away from me as a business owner, or my YouTube channel, my brand,
Mhm.
Auto Nation, is I want you to come to my channel. And I have like literally music artists, I've had
Wow.
bankers, I've had people that are homeless, I've had a little
Mhm.
bit of everybody on there, and they have all great stories. And the way that I format my shows are where people can like go and they can scrub through the video and they see like, I don't want to watch this whole video, I just want to see like the meat and potatoes of it, like how can I be where
Yeah.
they are, and in turn, my subscriber went up. Shout out to
Uh-huh.
Deborah Jones. She was the one that really, the diamond of realty, excuse me.
Right.
I titled the video "How to Buy a Home as a Single Parent." Again, YouTube's a search engine, and there's a lot of single parents out there, especially
Mhm.
single moms, and they're
Yeah.
working 2 and 3 jobs and to make whatever do, and they don't want to rent no more. They want something
Right.
to leave behind for the next generation. And man, that video is almost at 4,000 views, and at the time, I was
Wow.
only like under 400 subscribers. Now I'm over 1,100. So
That's awesome.
thank
Congratulations. And
you,
like you
thank you.
said, shout out to Deborah Jones. I mean, she's an amazing
Yeah,
realtor.
she is.
She is like killing it out there.
Yeah, she
So
is.
you talked about, your subscribers and your YouTube channel. So explain a little bit to some of our viewers who don't know what SEO is.
Okay, so I always use this example. I love tacos.
Mhm.
Drake goes by Champagne Poppy. My old personal Instagram was Taco Poppy,
Uh-huh.
but I did it as a kind of like a teaching tool. So
Mhm.
no matter where you are in this country, and it applies to other countries as well, but
Mhm.
SEO stands for search engine optimization. So
Mhm.
at its core, if I was telling this to a 5-year-old, it's basically like you use your favorite words like a little kid, like cookie or Kool-Aid,
Yeah.
or in my case, tacos. Like I get happy when I have tacos. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I can have tacos every day. But if you go on Google on your phone, most people have a smartphone, and you type in tacos near me because you're hungry for some tacos, and then the very first search engine, the first page pops up.
Right.
Basically, what SEO in essence is basically taking whatever it is of your brand,
Mhm.
marketing it properly to your core demographic. I mean,
Right.
food everybody has to eat, but my job is to get you on the first page of Google. My job
Right.
is to get you seen in the, because most people are not gonna I'm one of those people that actually likes to look through the first 2-3 pages. Most people don't.
Right.
So you want to see it pop up if there was a Bam Woman Tacos. So Bam Woman Tacos is in the first page. How many reviews do you have? Are you over 4.5 stars? Are you et cetera, et cetera, et cetera? Then I
Right.
see BamWomanTacos.com. I want to go look at it because those keywords that the algorithm picked up from Google, the search queries, it's
Mhm.
very specific. So maybe it's like I want to go spend my money with a woman entrepreneur. So those
Right.
are things that you see. Bam Woman Tacos owned by et cetera, by
Mhm.
females or by ladies or by queens or however you want to call it. So there's
Mhm.
very specific words and language
Gotcha.
in a search query that you bring to the first page of Google.
Okay. Wow. That's amazing. So, what fuels you? What motivates Carlos? Like, what keeps you going? There has to be something because you do a lot and you stay busy. So, what
I
like
do.
fuels you?
I think it's I've been I've hit rock bottom chasing my dreams,
Hmm.
and I'm not scared to fail. A lot of people are scared to fail, but for me, it's I have children.
Hmm.
I'm an only kid. I have younger siblings from my mom remarried, but I want to leave a legacy for
Yes.
people that would look like us. I want kids to know that you don't have to have a jump shot. I want kids to know that you don't got to know how to throw a ball. I take them off the streets. Don't have
That's
to
true.
slang rock. You ain't got to do all this
Right.
stuff. You don't got to go to college. You can do a plumber. You can
Mhm.
do but I see that more kids gravitate towards this type of thing. The media, they want the attention on them. And,
Mhm.
and if they learn how to code, if you learn how to code within 3 to 4 years, you're pushing six figures. If not, just depending on how bad you want it.
Right.
Programming, IT, etc. Just being a
Mhm.
creative person. So to answer your question, I think I'm just very, very ambitious, and I'm very tenacious. But at the core of it is, again, the education and just leaving a legacy behind that where 1,000 years from now, somebody's going to look back on this conversation and
Uh-huh.
see like, yo, like
Right.
my legacy, that's 1,000 years. You know what I mean?
Right. Okay. So you talked about just a little bit about your journey and hitting rock bottom. Like, how has it been being an entrepreneur? Do you consider yourself a serial entrepreneur? Because entrepreneurship is so hard because you have your good
Yeah.
days and your
Uh,
bad days. So what has the journey been like?
I think, again, going back to me being ambitious,
Hmm.
my problem was I taught myself a lot of things over the last 20 years,
Hmm.
and like a jack of all trades, master of a few.
Hmm.
And I always throw like 30 darts at the wall, and like whatever sticks, that's what I work on. But knowing that I wanted to end up working for myself long term, because
Right.
I'm in this for the long game. Most people want
Right.
instant gratification. I know I
Right.
had to develop a certain core competencies to be able to compete and just generate revenue, because obviously we got to
Mhm.
pay bills. You know what I mean?
Right.
But
Definitely.
um, I think it's for me, it's entrepreneurship is not for
Mhm.
everybody. It's okay to work a 9 to 5, but if you decide to become an entrepreneur, however you want to say it,
Mhm.
just know that you are taking a monumental task because you are payroll, you are HR, you are everything in between. And there's going to be
Yes.
days where it sucks. Well, there's probably in the beginning, there's going to be a lot more days where it sucks. And
Mhm.
that's why 90% of businesses within the first year fail.
Right.
And then once you hit 1 million in revenue or 100,000, whatever your goal is,
Mhm.
it's literally the more money that you make, the more problems come out of it. And
That's
I
true.
think I think it's just one of those things that, again, you have to be cut from a certain cloth
Mhm.
to be able to do, because um, it's not easy. It
It
is
is
not
not.
easy.
It is not. Okay. So you are a father, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So how do you balance fatherhood, um, and your children? So
Well,
how does that work for you?
my parents, my kids, they live with their mother,
Mhm.
and I think uh that's a good question. Great question.
Uh-huh.
I think I kind of take back onto my skill set. I have to find creative ways to spend time with them. Whether if it's my son, he loves Call of
Mhm.
Duty,
Okay.
um, or I can't think of those other games. I mean, I'm old now, quote unquote. I'm in my 30s, but
Mhm.
I just being able to interact with him in a space that we
Okay.
both enjoy. And I
Yeah.
used to be a huge gamer, huge gamer, but as I got older, I needed more time to do other things. But
Right.
I think my passion of gaming is a lot more rewarding now because I can actually share it with my next generation. And I think a lot of fathers, whether if it's hunting,
Mhm.
with their daughters, just being there, just
Yes,
sharing those
I
same
like
passions.
that.
I think like a lot of parents buy these pieces of equipment, these iPads, these whatever, and they just give it to them, and they don't interact with their children. They
Right.
don't, they just like, it's just like a babysitter. And I think a lot of parents could learn a skill
Mm.
while they're also teaching their children, because kids are sponges.
Yes, they are.
Their synapses are a little bit different because they're still developing. As we get
Right.
older, our synapses slows down. That doesn't mean that we can't learn, but kids are sponges.
Right.
So if you spend time, if they want to learn Spanish, French, languages Arabic, that will help them
Mhm.
translate later on in life. But the more languages they learn, technically the smarter they become, because their memory gets, because cognitive memory is a very big key of
Right.
intellectual capacity. So
Wow. That's amazing. Like you said, time is like, I feel as a parent, time is the best thing that you can
right.
give a child. And that, attention, uninterrupted attention. So I applaud you for doing that, for just being an amazing father.
Thank you.
So kudos to that.
Thank you. Thank you.
Do you have any upcoming projects coming up that you'd like to
Woo.
share or talk about? Any events?
Sure. I have. Okay, so rolling into 2022,
Okay.
I'm going to be doing a lot more of this. So you're going
Okay.
to be saying my ugly mug everywhere. I'm going to be advertising and doing, but in terms of projects, I think that I'm going to start broadcasting, because I can do like mobile apps, whether if it's on iOS or Android. Android's a little bit different because it's open source, meaning that
Mhm.
anybody can take the kit and develop
Right.
their own app. Apple's more a closed system, so it's a little bit more process.
Mhm.
Um, I have I want to shout out to Hoopstar Academy, Demarcus Johnson. He's the owner operator. He's going to be on your show
Yeah, he's
next
going to
month.
be on our show next month.
I think he wants to be top 3 in Texas, and I think I'm not gonna say just me, because I have a few people now in the fold. I think you're gonna be seeing a lot more of him, because basketball is a universal love,
Yes.
and he's an amazing trainer. He's a father, and I think it's gonna be imperative that we like his excuse me his business and brand is going to be powered by Auto Digital. So you're going to be seeing a lot more of him in the cyberwebs, you know what I mean? And then probably like there's some projects I can't talk about,
Right.
but and then here at the Tyler Innovation Pipeline, they're having an open house today. And
Mhm.
I think just being able to grow to a point to where um certain projects I can like show off more, if that makes sense. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense. I understand about having projects that you can't talk about, but you're
Right, right,
excited about.
right.
So, if our viewers want to reach out to you, connect with you, work with you, um, just mentor any of that, how can they do that?
I'm glad you brought up mentorship, and I'll get back to that. But
Okay.
y'all can text me. I am the best texter in the world. 903-283-8124. That is my direct business line. So if you need I might be with a client. I might be at my 9 to 5. Again, text me 903-283-8124. It's the quickest way that I can respond back to you, because sometimes emails, and then this is like free
Uh-huh.
game. If you do not on your email, if you have your email at gmail.com, not your business, if it's a personal email, it might get put somewhere else in my emails, because I use two emails, an encrypted service and Gmail.
Mhm.
And Eloro Group, ELORO Group at Proton Mail. That's my actual business. It's encrypted. It's the servers are based in Switzerland, where all the bankers are. And then my last name, my first name, the number 1 at gmail.com. That's my personal. But
Okay,
if
give
you
your Oro group email again.
ELOROGROUP at protonmail.com. But text me. You can text me I'm up in all times. I don't sleep. I'm like a vampire.
He don't sleep, y'all. Like literally.
I don't sleep. But text me. And something that I want y'all to know, like just East Texas, anybody that
Mhm.
views this, texting is the next wave of communication. And you have video is obviously very, very important for content, but
Mhm.
email sometimes can be cumbersome. So if any business owners that want to get direct engagement with your clients or the community, get a text app, or just get another SIM card and pay like a quick $20 and have unlimited texting.
Mhm.
And I'm telling you, that was I wouldn't say a game changer, but my response, my workflow is just so much easier than having to go
Oh
into
wow.
Gmail and
Mhm.
just text me. Just text me. I'm
Text you.
personal. Yeah.
So, if you could give an entrepreneur a piece of advice,
Mhm.
what would you tell them? Or maybe what would you tell your younger self?
Be patient. I
Mm.
am not a patient person. I am like the
Mhm.
worst. I want things now.
Wow.
Like now.
Like
I'm
microwave now.
microwave now. Steve Jobs, from Apple, he was very famous for saying to the engineers, "Well, we'll have the iPhone in like a year. You have 30 days." That's the kind of impatience that I'd like, because the
Right.
faster things get done, the quicker the
Mhm.
results will be, and I can move on to the next project. Patience
Wow.
and learning the business side of whatever it is that you do. Patience
Mm.
and learning how to structure yourself properly. Not everybody needs to be an LLC. And to add to that, it's kind of tacky to always put LLC if you do have an LLC, like et cetera, LLC. You don't need to tell us, you know what I mean? But that's just my personal opinion, you know. But
Yeah.
LLC, if you're the only employee, that's pointless. LLCs is to separate your personal and your business assets. So if somebody comes after you or you get sued, and if you're the only employee, your personal assets can still be taken. I don't know, if
Mm.
a lot of people don't know
Wow.
this, but now you know. So learn
Yeah.
the business side of whatever it is that you're doing. If you're a music artist, learn the music business, no matter what it may be, and just
Mhm.
be patient. Be very, very patient. Go work out, go pray, do
Mhm.
yoga, tai chi, whatever it is that you may
Yeah.
do, because Rome was not built in a day, as you always hear, but
Was not.
No, you have to think of this as a long-term investment. If you're in it to get
Mm,
rich really quick, it's not going to happen and you're going to fail. And I'm telling you, I'm looking at the camera. I have failed many times. You will fail. Be patient and educate
yeah.
yourself in everything that you're going to be doing, especially if you're spending money. You know what I mean?
Yes. So we're about to end, but you brought up money. How important is it for you to invest in you? I know it's important, but
Right.
a lot of people don't invest into their business or invest in their brand, but let them know how important that
You
is.
see me rubbing my hands like Stevie J, like I'm about to have that face. No, no, no.
Yes.
I think, and I'll break this down into two parts. The
Mhm.
first part is any profit that you make needs to go back into your business.
Yes.
Do not take the profit out and like, oh, I'm about to go get this new. Girls, don't go buy the newest makeup, the newest bag. Put it into your business, and
Right.
it'll grow exponentially. The second thing is
Mhm.
your mind frame. The mind
Mhm.
frame is the biggest thing. If you have a negative way of seeing things, and I mean not like detrimental,
Right.
but if you see it as investing in yourself, if you would you rather spend $400 on some shoes or $400 on a coaching session with a mentor that has an MBA and all these degrees and is on Wall
Yeah.
Street? What is going to benefit you more, fellas? Do you need that new truck? Unless it's for work purposes, why do you need it?
Mhm.
Your mind frame is very important. If you fill your
Yeah.
mind frame with the necessary things, you
Mhm.
will attract that abundance mindset over time. And it's a skill. It is a skill to have to be able to invest into your mental and then be able to seek out whatever it is that you need to do. So as soon as that first
Yes.
deposit comes, go
Yeah.
find, the people that know more than you and pay them for their time so you can learn and be a student of the
Right.
game.
Wow. Well, those were some valuable
I hope.
gems that you just dropped. Um, that hey, you have to invest in you in
You
order
do.
to grow.
You do.
And mentorship is so important.
Yeah, and I wanted to add, I was
Mhm.
gonna say bring back to that. Next year, you said a project. I will be having. I'm going to start doing. I do them now, but I just don't broadcast it more. I
Mhm.
will be doing. So just a little bit. I know we about got to go. I have over 11 million views on Google. So we're talking
Wow.
about the SEO.
Congratulations
Thank
on
you, thank
that.
you. And it started from local guides, so you can place where you can come in and
Mhm.
review and check in. And it's an actual business. But the consulting, if you want to start a business and you don't know really where to go,
Mhm.
I'm gonna be charging $30, just starting off. You know what I mean? I think that's a fair deal for the knowledge that
Mhm.
I've attained over the last almost 20 years now that I've been, doing, or well, not auto digital, but just from the oil and gas.
Mhm.
And then the other thing was, if you have a question, text me and ask me. I'm very personable. I'm not gonna like, man, you don't know what you're doing, because I was that person once. I didn't know, you know what I mean? And
Mhm.
we all need help. It takes a village to raise a child, but it also takes a community to raise whatever it may be.
True.
That's
So
also,
true.
I just wanted to add on about the mentorship.
Oh, well, thank you so much.
No,
And thank
I
you for
appreciate you.
joining us today
Yeah.
and just sharing that wealth of knowledge that you have. Y'all reach out, connect to Carlos Leguizamo or Digital. Follow him on YouTube, all social media platforms. Um, Thank you again.
No problem. We'll have
And
to do this again. And I'm hoping, like with DeMarcus, hey, y'all look out for Hoopstar Academy into 2022. But thank
yes.
you, Latoya, and shout out to Jen.
Mhm.
But I hope to do this again very soon. God bless. And
Yes.
I see you up here at the pipeline. Got to get ready for the open house. I'm gonna have a little booth, so it's my first time.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
congratulations on the
Thank you.
setup.
Thank you.
All
Anyways,
righty.
God
Well, you
bless.
have,
Take it easy.
thank you. You have a good rest of the weekend.
You as well. Thank you.
Bye. So that was some amazing gems that Carlos dropped regarding digital marketing, advertising, and media. you definitely need to invest in yourself, invest in the marketing side, mentorship. So we are going to take a quick ad break, and then we will bring on the Bling sisters. And we are back for part 2. So we are going to bring on some amazing ladies. They are the Bling sisters. So welcome them to the show.
Hello.
Hi. Hello, ladies.
Hi.
How are you today?
We are well. How are you?
I'm great. You ladies look so beautiful.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So let's jump in. Let's tell our viewers a little bit about who you are, and then we will talk about your journey and just have a conversation.
All right. Well, hello. I am Jamie Dudley. I am the oldest Bling sister.
Oh, I thought you were going to keep going. And I'm Jennifer Childress. I am the baby Bling sister.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. We make the Bling sisters from Bling Sisters Boutique.
Ooh, I like that. So how did y'all come up with Bling Sisters? I've been dying to know.
Well, actually, when we first started, our name was J&J Jewelry because both of our names start with the J. And as we were doing lives and interacting with our customers, they kept calling us the Bling Sisters. So we were like, when we were coming up on our 1-year anniversary, I told Jamie, I said, I think I want to change the name. Because they always refer to us as the Bling Sisters. So that's why we switched it to Bling Sisters Boutique.
I love what
everyone calls us.
Wow. And y'all are blood sisters, correct?
Yes, we are.
Wow. So how is
I am the old. Oh, I said I'm the oldest.
Yeah, you said
she acts like she's the oldest. But y'all, I am really, truly the oldest. We do have another sister as well.
My little brother acts like he's the oldest. I'm like, look, I'm older than you.
Right?
Maybe it's a younger sibling thing.
I think so.
Yeah. I guess it is. So how is it working?
Because you guys bossed us when we were younger. So now we have a chance to get it back.
So the tables turn.
Yes. So how is it working with each other? Like how, because y'all probably see each other every day. So how is that?
It's a journey. It's great. We have our moments, but I mean, most of the time we try to put us being sisters to the side and take care of business.
Yes.
Right.
But we have our we have our times where we call our mom Mother Bling. We have our times where we're like, mama have to step in and like, y'all get it together.
Yes. So y'all sell jewelry.
Yes, ma'am.
So you are paparazzi consultants?
Yes. Correct.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So what made you want to get into the jewelry industry?
Well, it was really my idea.
Yeah, she dragged me in.
On it. I was purchasing it from a consultant, and I had become like seriously addicted to it, to where I was like, I'm spending like quite a bit of money on this jewelry. And I was like, I think maybe we should consider selling this. It was really originally supposed to be just for me to be able to get a discount on my addiction and maybe just have like a little bit of a side hustle to make a little extra money. And I was like, I'm so shy. Let me bring her along. If I throw her in there with me, maybe I won't be as nervous about it. So I pretty much talked her into it. She did. We're always getting each other into things. We are.
I know. Wow, that's awesome. I always wanted a sister. I have a lot of female cousins, but didn't have a sister. But I have a daughter, so you know. But yes. So, how do you ladies juggle motherhood, marriage? Just how do you juggle that with being an entrepreneur? What's the balance like for you?
Well, we're actually still working on that. But I mean, first of all, God comes first, and then our family, their priority. So we don't we try not to let our business interfere with our priority, which is our family. We just try to make sure that the kids are here a lot of times. We're lucky that they're not here today, but they are here a lot of times. A lot of times you'll hear them when we're doing our lives. But we try to work our business mostly in the evening because the kids are in school. So once we put the kids to sleep, then we try to make sure we tackle our business and our tasks, the things that we need to accomplish for the day. And it gets challenging at times because they're always pulling on us. But when we first started, I remember my kids used to say a lot, Mama, you going live again? Mama, you doing this again? But I just had to, just teach them, when you're running a business, you gotta work no matter how tired you are, no matter what's going on. You still gotta work your business because it's your dream, your vision. So you gotta work it.
Definitely.
Yeah, it is definitely hard to find that balance. Like she said, my kids have made similar comments as well, but it's just explaining to them like we're trying to build something that we can leave to you guys. And so a few sacrifices have to be made. Sometimes we may have to skip this for a moment or postpone it for a little bit, but we'll always make sure that we have our time. We try to make sure that we give the kids their time and then also our spouses, because you don't want to let that go lacking either. So it's hard to find a balance sometimes, and then sometimes you kind of find like an easy wave. I think it just comes in waves. Like sometimes it's easy, sometimes it's a bit challenging, but we also try to just make sure we keep everything in its place. Of course, our family will always come first after God, and then the business also, because if we lead with those two, he's got to make that business part successful. So we just try to make sure we give each other a time. Like sometimes she'll say, well, my family has to do such and such. So I'm like, okay, well, I'll handle it from here. So that's the great thing about us being partners, is that sometimes she can take the load a little more. Sometimes I'll take it a little more so I can have a bit more family time. And then also I'm a hairstylist, so my schedule is a bit more flexible. So I'll kind of run, things during the daytime with mom's help. And then she'll help out in the evenings when she gets off. So it's hard, but we trying to figure out a way.
And
it seems like it works. The balance that we have.
We have challenges, but it works. We work it out.
And then we try a lot of times to include our family.
Yes, that helps.
We try to have those moments where we can bring the kids in and help us out, and we try to drag the husbands in and help us out. So we try to include them so they don't feel, totally left out.
Right. And I think that makes it easier as well. With the balance is that when we include them, because we've even roped our husbands into doing lives with us sometimes. So I think that kind of helps too. So it's Bling sisters, but the family kind of helps with everything as well.
That's amazing. I know you talked about doing lives on a regular, and when you said that, the word comes to mind with me is consistency.
Yes,
with your business. And it seems like you ladies have developed that consistency with your business.
Definitely try.
Yeah. And with your families and just being able to balance that. So what is your favorite piece of jewelry and your favorite piece of jewelry to sell?
I think ours is probably going to be the same. Actually, we
Oh, you
both
think so?
are. Yeah, I am too. We're both big earring lovers.
Yes.
I
We
love
If
earrings.
I have on nothing else, I'm gonna have on a pair of earrings. I keep a pair in my
Yes.
car. I keep a pair in my purse. So I'm never gonna leave the house without earrings, and that's my favorite thing. Honestly, I don't have a favorite thing to sell. I like to sell all the pieces because with
Yeah.
our clients or our customers, look at me saying clients like I'm doing hairstyles.
Hairstyle.
With our customers, they all like different things.
Right.
So I like whatever is going to make them feel more confident in themselves. If they like it and that's what makes them feel good about themselves, I love it. But for me personally, I love me some earrings.
Yes, I love earrings too. Jen,
Yeah.
that's one of her favorite things is earrings. So
Mhm.
yes. So I went blank. I had a really good
You're okay.
question.
Well, I was gonna be
Plenty of
a
moments
little
like that.
more specific with mine.
Okay.
I don't just like earrings. I love fish hook earrings.
Oh,
I love the
oh.
dangle. I like all of them, but
Uh-huh.
fish hook earrings are my favorite. And I love to sell pieces that will make a person feel confident and pretty, but will also put them outside the box.
Yeah.
Share something with
Yes.
them that they wouldn't normally wear. But once they get it and put it on, they were like, I'm gonna have to start,
Trying this out more.
yes, right.
I like that. So what drives you? What keeps both of you going? Like what makes you just want to make this business better? I know you talked about leaving it for your children, but what really drives you and motivates you?
The customers.
Yeah.
Customers.
The feedback we get from our customers
Mhm.
break me down sometimes.
They do. I'm telling you, they be having us
Yes,
crying.
they do be having us crying.
I
Wow.
think that, and then we have started to build a team. So
Mhm.
knowing that we have the ability to be able to help
Mhm.
other people change their lives, how this business has changed ours, I love that. I love
Yeah.
that as well.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what do you feel sets you apart? Because it seems like you ladies have something that I don't know what it is, but when you said your customers are, come to you and have you in tears. So what sets you apart from
I think it's just we real.
Yeah.
We don't fake. We love God. We talk about that. Like we've had a live where we just had a whole little church session, and I think we showed maybe probably 10 pieces of jewelry, and
Yeah.
it turned into a whole church session, and everybody was like, "That's enough jewelry." I'm crying. I'm like, "Me too." I had to sit down and go get tissue. Like we just honestly, we're genuine. We love hard. Like we don't fake with our customers. We love them. We show them that we appreciate them. We tell them that we appreciate them because our business wouldn't be anything without a consumer.
Right.
So we always share that
true.
with them. We keep it honest with them. I think it's just we're just genuine and we keep it real.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
So do you ladies have any events or anything coming up?
We do. January the 9th, we will be in Longview at the Bridal Spectacular.
Oh.
So we will be there at that event, and we have some more coming.
Okay. So I picked up, you said you've been in business a little bit over a year?
2 years.
2 years? Okay. Wow. That's great. So how I know you said your children help, and what are their ages? Like do they want to
She got a bunch of kids, so let me go first.
Do they show interest in being in the business?
I'm sorry,
well?
what'd you say?
I said, do they show interest in being in the business?
The girls do.
Most definitely. So I have 3 children. I have Janiyah, she's 9, Jada, she's 8, and then little Phil, well, he likes to be called young Phil. He's 6. And yes, they do mock lives all the time.
Oh, wow.
With their pieces that, we get them pieces, and their pieces, they're in the living room, everywhere doing their lives.
Aww. So what has the journey?
The older 3 girls.
Right.
Yeah. And then I have 4 kids. My oldest is Carrington. She's 10. And then I have Lionel the third. He is 8. And then Kensington, she is 6. And then Tommy, he's 2. She's 5,
girl.
5. This is what happens when you have a lot of children.
It's okay.
No, she's 5. And then Tommy, he's 2. He's the baby.
Oh,
Yeah.
that is so sweet. Oh my goodness. Yes. So, what has the journey been like as an entrepreneur? Do y'all work full time or
Yes,
do
We
y'all do
both do.
this full time?
Yes.
You
both
do?
full time. I work 9 to 5 at an orthopedic clinic, 8 to
Okay.
5
Okay.
at an orthopedic clinic. So full time there, full time here.
Mm-hmm.
Then
Yeah.
she said she was a
Yeah, I'm a
hairstylist.
hairstylist, so I'm
Mhm.
familiar with entrepreneurship. I've been a
Yeah.
hairstylist for 11 years now.
Mhm.
So it's not really new to me. It's just a different I guess area of it because it's not
Right.
hairstyling, but I'm not new to it. So
No, you're
yeah, did
not.
not do that. I'm not new to it. I'm true to it. I was like,
Hey,
but
say
yeah,
that.
so it's I mean, I do hairstyling full time now. I wasn't I guess back during when the pandemic started because I homeschool my children for a little bit until they went back to school. So but now I'm back in the salon full time and doing this full time.
So we shifted. We're going to shift a little bit. So with the pandemic, how did you have to adapt, and how did that shift your business with you being a cosmetologist and the bling business? How did that affect it?
Honestly, it kind of well, I mean, it was hard as far
Mhm.
as the cosmetology side because they shut down salons and stuff for a while there in
Right.
2020. So I was unable to work. I think I was off for maybe part of the year, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But I just took that time and really poured myself into our business and
Mhm.
trying to really push that because I didn't know, what was going to come, how long this was going to go on. So I'm like, well, this business is on hold for now. I have to push something so I really just threw myself into pushing our business and trying to make it more successful. And I would say we really like boomed through the pandemic. Like that's when it really took off for us. And I think we
Mhm.
realized that, okay, this is not just a side hustle. This is something that we really want to like make an empire.
Wow, I like
Yeah.
that. You said make an empire,
Yes,
and a
ma'am.
lot of
Speak those
people.
things.
Gotta speak. But we
Yes,
tell people this is not a small business. We running a big business. We speaking
there
those
you
things
go.
now.
I like that.
Yes,
Yes, big
ma'am.
business. Yeah, because the pandemic, it shifted a lot of things for people, but a lot of things were birthed during the pandemic.
Yes. Yes,
We had
ma'am.
to pivot, just change, go straight digital, pretty much.
Right.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
so, yeah. So, with how can people reach out to you, ladies, and support you?
Well, we do have a website
Okay.
with all of our jewelry that we have on hand. It is
Mhm.
bsb-blingsisters.com. So we have an online store. I'll let you do the Facebook because I
Yeah,
always get
they're able to contact us through their store as well.
Uh-huh.
Our Facebook, we have a group, well, we call it our VIP group. It's Bling Sisters Boutique. And then we
Okay.
also have an Instagram, which we need to work a little more on Instagram, but we do have an Instagram. It's blingsisters.boutique on Instagram. And
Okay.
then if anyone wanted to ever email us, we also have an email address. That's blingsisters2813@gmail.com.
Okay. That's Instagram.
And we do live shows twice a week on
Okay.
Facebook. Every now and then we're throwing some pop-ups, but on Mondays and Thursdays we do live sales.
Okay.
And
What
Our
time do you do
Mondays
those?
are usually our motivational Mondays.
yes,
We
Okay.
like to give some encouragement, some inspiration
Mhm.
to all the viewers that's watching and to ourselves.
and we encourage them
And we
to do the
encourage
same.
them,
Yeah.
yes. And then Thursdays, we do a little turn
We call
up,
it Turn Up
turn up
Thursday.
Thursday.
Okay.
That's when
So
she
what
cuts up.
time do your shows air? What
Huh?
time on Mondays and Thursdays can people tune in?
On Mondays, it's at 7:30. On Thursdays, we try to go on by 9 or 9:30. I have to
Mhm.
work and I usually get off later on Thursdays, but usually about 9 or 9:30, we're on Thursdays.
Wow, that's awesome. So
Thank
how do you put yourself out there? I know you said y'all do lives, you do pop-up events. Is there something else unique that you feel that you do as a team and as sisters to let people know about your business and what you do?
We just try to we always carry pieces with us.
Mhm.
If
Oh,
we, feel
okay.
the tug, I guess, or need to, we try to bless people with free pieces. And that includes our business cards in there that we'll hand out. to people, or if maybe we're out and about and someone compliments our piece, we let them know, we sell jewelry as well. If you're interested in how to find us or contact us.
So mainly just word of
Word of
mouth.
mouth.
Okay. I like that, how you say you keep jewelry on you and you bless people, if you feel led to. And I think a lot of entrepreneurs, they don't do that. It's always sell, sell, sell. But if you can give or bless people, man,
Right.
the
And we all
return.
about that. We are
Yes.
big time givers. We
Mhm.
try at least once or twice a year to do like an all free live where we just give all free jewelry. Because we
That is
love to give
amazing.
back. We
Yeah,
give
wow.
we give out actually weekly also. When people share our lives, we do like a share giveaway winner. So we're big givers. I
Wow,
mean, it's a
that
blessing to give.
it is. I love that.
We trying to reap big seeds, so we try to plant big seeds.
Yes, ma'am.
I hear that. I second that. Yes. So, what is some advice or something you would tell your younger self right now today?
Wait, I would say be consistent. You stole that word from me because that's that's the biggest thing in life in general.
Yes.
Period. Being consistent, because that's it's a tough one to fight.
It definitely
But
is.
I would just say be consistent, no matter what comes, what goes, who comes, who goes, no matter what happens. Just try your best to be consistent and to stay focused.
Yeah.
I like that.
Because it gets greater later.
It does. It does.
It
Yes.
does.
What about you, Jennifer?
That's mine also, is consistency. I mean, from the day we signed up, I was like, we're gonna be consistent. There's been nights where we've been not feeling well, or I have to lay down for a few minutes before we go live, or
we lay
both
down in
just
between.
tired, or we late. Well, look, she's over there closing her eyes while I'm showing jewelry. But I'm like, we said we were gonna show up.
Yes.
We have to show up. You have to stay consistent. It's hard. I mean, you're gonna have days where you don't feel like it, but you have to stay consistent no matter what. And that's what I drive, honestly, to our team. Even with pushing her, and sometimes she have to push me. We like, no, we have to do it. So I would say consistency, and then also don't be afraid to step outside of the box.
Yes.
Before we started this, Jamie nor myself were behind the scenes girls. Like, we don't want to be seen. Don't put us in the spotlight. And I said, you know what? We're going to take that leap. We're just going to step outside our box. I'm like, I'm 30 something years old. Like, I need to stop being afraid to be in front of people like that. So I said, I'll start us out with doing it. She's like, I'm not doing lives. I'm never doing that. And I got to a point to where I started pushing her. I'm like, I stepped out of this box and I feel so free now. So I'm like, I'm pushing you. You have to step out of that comfort zone, because nothing comes from comfort zones.
Oh, it doesn't.
They're made to keep you comfortable. They're made to keep you restrained. You have to step out of that comfort zone. You have to be uncomfortable in order for you to grow. So don't be afraid to step outside the box. Get uncomfortable.
And look, always on a show today.
Right. What'd you say?
I said, and look, you're on a show today. You didn't want to do live.
Right. Look, right
I
before.
never thought it.
Right. And right before we went on, I'm look, the Lord didn't give us a spirit of fear. We're gonna do this show. We're gonna the nervousness gonna go away.
Yes.
But I always tell myself, get out of the comfort zone so you can come forth.
Yes. I like that. And I like that you have each other to lean on, to push when the other one is down. The other one can pick the other one up or carry that weight or that load at that moment. That is so important, to have, especially in a business, because it gets hard. It gets days, or some days you're like, I can't do this.
Right.
But,
exactly.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work running a business, but it's definitely rewarding.
Yes, it is. It is very rewarding.
Yes, ma'am.
Wow. That I have enjoyed talking to you ladies, and y'all
I enjoyed you too.
Look, y'all are in East Texas. Yes.
Yes.
So we're definitely gonna have to visit and just support you ladies in your business. And
definitely here.
Yes.
We're looking forward to working with you all on more things.
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
Look, I have some ideas that are spinning in my head, and I know Jen does too. So
You
Right.
have to tell her we missed her.
Yeah,
I
shout out to Jen.
know. I know.
Yeah.
I feel like that's my sidekick for the
Uh-huh.
show. So it's like,
Yeah.
whew, okay.
But you held it
I'm
down. You
solo.
did. You
Thank
held it
you.
down.
Thank you. So yes, let's tell our viewers one more time how they can connect with you.
Okay. We have our online store, bsb-blingsisters.com.
Okay.
We have our VIP group on Facebook. That's Bling Sisters Boutique.
We have our email address. It is blingsisters2813@gmail.
And then we have our Instagram. That's blingsisters.boutique.
Okay.
And if all else fails, just look for us on Monday nights and Thursday nights. Right?
Monday nights and Thursday nights.
Yes,
Mondays
ma'am. We
is
go live from my
motivational.
Facebook page. It's Jennifer Childress.
Okay. So Mondays is Motivational Monday, and then
That's right.
Thursdays is Turn Up Thursdays.
On a Thursday.
Ah, yes.
Well,
I'm
we
gonna have
don't
to
turn up too
join.
much. We're not
No,
ratchet.
we're not ratchet.
But we do.
No.
Ratchet.
Well,
We don't get too wild.
You do it. Look,
We
you do a
just have
classic
fun.
Turn Up.
Right.
We just have fun. We like to bring laughs.
Yes. We love to laugh too.
Definitely need it.
Oh my gosh, it is so needed.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Are y'all working on any projects or anything? You know,
We're trying to think of something fun to do for Christmas.
Okay.
We've been kind of discussing it and trying to get something fun together.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we are looking forward to it. Definitely let us know so we can help you spread the
Oh,
word
yeah.
about it.
Well, thank you. Appreciate it.
All righty, ladies. Well, y'all have a great rest of the weekend and enjoy it. Be safe.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
we
You
will-
do the
Thanks. Same to
Thank
you. And much success on this
Yes.
magazine.
Yes.
Thank you so much, ladies. Thank you.
You're
All
welcome.
right. Have a good one.
All right, bye. Y'all have a great
Oh, we
weekend.
do our, what do we do our little out? Bling,
Bling
sisters.
sisters out.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey. Oh my gosh. Those sisters are amazing. So if you need some jewelry, reach out to the Bling Sisters. They are on Facebook. They are on Instagram. Support their business. So I'm going to share just a few things that are coming up next week. So on Tuesday at Holly Tree, we will Empowerment Community Development Corporation and the Texas African American Museum will be holding a press conference announcing the gala. So you definitely want to be in attendance for that to hear some things that are going on in East Texas area. Also, submissions are open for BAM Woman Magazine and BAM Guy Magazine. And we have our dates are open for 2022 to be on the BAM Woman Show live with Jen and Toyia. So you definitely want to get those scheduled and be on our show. So thank you, Jen. We miss you today. We will see you all next weekend. So check the outro and y'all be blessed.
To push myself to victory.